Orange does the comedy club, also where the downtown Los Angeles Neighborhood Council meets, and of course where Dramastage-Qumran have most of our events. And my name is Erlene Anthony, I'm a part of Dramastage. We're located here in the downtown recovery area, and we believe in providing affordable theater for the residents here in the downtown community area. We also invite you to listen to Dramastage-Qumran. We have an internet radio show that we broadcast live every Monday from 8 to 9 p.m. And it's a variety of things. We have what's going on in the community calendars, live in-studio guests.
I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor the seed begging bread. He never fails. He never fails. Oh, 2 fish, 5 loaves, 5,000 people he fed, never fails. Oh, he never fails. Oh, he's full
my dear fellow clergymen, while confined here in the Birmingham City Jail, I came across your recent statements calling my present activities unwise and untimely. Seldom do I pause to answer criticisms of my work and ideas. If I sought to answer all the criticisms that come across my desk, my secretaries would have little time for anything other than such correspondence in the course of the day. And I would have no time for constructive work. Since I feel that you are men of genuine goodwill and that your criticisms are sincerely set forth, I want to try to answer your statement in what I hope will be patient and reasonable terms. I cannot sit idly by in Atlanta and not be concerned about what happens in Birmingham. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. In any nonviolent campaign, there are 4 basic steps. Collection of the facts to determine whether injustice exists, negotiation, self-purification, and direct action. We have gone through all these steps here in Birmingham. There can be no gainsaying the fact that racial injustice engulfs this community. Birmingham is probably the most thoroughly segregated city in the United States. Its ugly record of brutality is widely known. We know through painful experience that freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. Never before have I written so long a letter. I'm afraid it is much too long to take your precious time. I can assure you that it would have been much shorter if I had been writing from a comfortable desk. But what else can one do when he is alone in a narrow jail cell other than write long letters, think long thoughts, and pray long prayers? If I have said anything in this letter that overstates the truth and indicates an unreasonable impatience, I beg you to forgive me. If I have said anything that understates the truth and indicates my having a patience that allows me to settle for anything less than brotherhood, I beg God to forgive me. I hope this letter finds you strong in the faith. I also hope that the circumstances will soon make it possible for me to meet each and every one of you, not as an integrationist or civil rights leader, but as a fellow clergyman and a Christian brother. Let us all hope that the dark clouds of racial prejudice will soon pass away, and the deep fog of misunderstanding will be lifted from our fear-drenched communities. And in some not too distant tomorrow, the radiant stars of love and brotherhood will shine over our great nation with all their scintillating beauty. Yours for the cause of peace and brotherhood, Martin Luther King, Jr.
Talk about a few questions I want to ask you. First question I want to ask you is, what is the message of Dr. King to the youngsters, to the young people today?
Oh, I think it's 2 things. Number 1 is resistance. Resistance to the forces that would incarcerate you. Resistance to the forces that would degrade you. No matter how much money is involved. See, because our foreparents didn't have money, $1 million contracts. That's the first message. And then the second message for all of us, black, white, green, whatever our color, that we have to stand together as a united people.
United.
Now, when you think about Dr. Martin Luther King, you think about the concept of non-violence that he stressed all the way to the end of his life. How do that fit into the violent period in which we live in today with wars going on everywhere?
Yeah, that's really a tough question, brother. I think that I was watching the programs today. All of us, hopefully you got a chance to watch CNN. I've been kind of slowly but surely watching some of the programs. And they were talking about playing his life story over and over. In fact, no, it was the History Channel that chronicled his life. But I think the thing is, he would be forceful, and his disdain for war. But I think at the same time, he would be supportive as much as possible of a black man being in the White House. There's an imbalance there. There's a two-list. Du Bois called it a two-list. On the one hand, there's being opposed to the negativity of war, but yet on the other hand, try to be supportive of a man who inherited these things and said that he would enforce the Constitution.
Okay. Now, tell us a little, how long Soul Vision been in existence?
1987.
Okay. What was the purpose of starting Soul Vision?
To be honest with you, because I wanted to read my poetry more than, I love the group that I was in, but I just felt that I would like to read and express myself more, and then give other people an opportunity to read and perform. That was it. People like Donald Bakir, Dr. Mongo here, had shown me that there was actually a career in spoken word. I saw that, but within the context of what we had going, we would have a poetry reading maybe once or twice a year. I said, well, what if we could have a poetry performance once a month? That concept.
Okay, so you're gonna do one more piece for us. What piece you gonna do for us?
Well, blues is my favorite. So
Favorite blues?
Blues is my favorite. We'll twist that around. Actually, there's another one that I like, that instead of Weary Blues tonight, since people have heard that, I don't think they've heard this one as much, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Brother Sunji Ali.
So just listen to it. A cloud burst, a slithering sun ray, a dream walking down Pennsylvania Avenue to the red hills of Georgia. When Alabama was singing hurt, pain, Mississippi was lost. Its seed had become a damaged breed, yet Obama walked dream mountains of sunshine from Kenya's Kilimanjaro to Indonesia's bright faces, from the Persian Gulf to Nigeria's El Ife, where the kings of Benin and his sons and millennium daughters were still bronze casted. Dreams lifted him up like an African spaceship circling the sun, like an African spaceship circling the sun, like an African spaceship circling the sun. His father was our father. Can I get an amen on that? His father was our father. Vision and hope. Obama dreamed and walked miles and miles, pushing sand and tears in his eyes. He couldn't stop walking till Harvard bells clanged and chimed. 1,000 black voices were heard, and somewhere in the forested wood, there was a voice he clearly understood. And her voice has stood him well, dreaming and walking together. And now they are America's #1. And there is golden sun beaming. Obama walked. America can be reborn on the rivers of a golden horn. She can come early in the morning before sunrise, with beautiful love, tears streaming down her eyes. Dream a walk down through Central Park West to Harlem, up and down many rivers, down many streams where Mr. Lincoln and Dr. King still sit in judgment of a nation once was plenty. Now the bankers say we don't have any. Obama dream walk, lift up the mighty rivers, or Langston Hughes' spirit still flows, ebbing and flowing, rising and falling. Let the river rise, and the people walk. Freedom riders ride again on a cross-country train to unity and togetherness. Obama, walk, and let the people talk. Thank you.
Yeah.
Housing dispute there. Brother was mowed down by a tractor at a housing site. That was the first time I met Dr. King. We were as close together as we are here. I also had the privilege and the honor to be at the inauguration of Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard. I think you were there too, weren't you, Sunji? On they changed Center. The counter-stroke last ditch, the nerve say die. I'm heartless, ferocious, grossly inhumane, fiendishly satanic, a low-down, dirty shame. I'm loathsome in nature, repulsively vile, arrogance, treachery, abuse is my style. My name is penitentiary. I am made of steel and stones. And should you land in my domain, I'll crack your flesh and bones. You're not as tough, and rightly so, when without your knife or gun, I'll have your ass before you blink, providing I want fun. See, I've several ways to handle you as if you like it rough. Ways to hurt and break a man I haven't found enough to push me from, then be doomed. I know you will not win. I've been around for quite some time, and since the span of sin, I've held the toughest men there were behind my cold gray stalls. Watch them risk their worthless lives trying to scale my walls. While some are killed to escape, later to return for crimes far worse than before, and then I watch them burn. My name is penitentiary. Let me come straight from the cup. I'll crack your head, rip out your heart. I dare you call my bluff. You flapped your huge illicit wings, you traced the grip of law until you made that one mistake that trapped you in his claw. You preyed upon the weak, the old, and made them fear you true. Well, that's in fact it, bitch. Take note, the tables turned on you. I'm in command.
What?
I hold the cards, and I call the do's and don'ts. Create the dreams and feed the hopes of all your needs and wants. Now should you thirst for freedom's fire, I'll light your smoldering wick. Supply the gas, provide the flint. It will take to light your big.
Woo! Hello.
so nothing can harm you. With daddy and mommy standing by. And the cotton is high, it's high. Your dad is rich, and your ma, she's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. So hush, little baby, don't you
The shots rang out loud, pop, 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 like a mighty thunder from a steely gray, ominous cumulus cloud. The screams followed, the cries and the tears. Our worst fears came true. A lonely, mad assassin's bullet finally took you. As the whole entire world looked on in disbelief and scorn, seconds, minutes, hours later, you were pronounced dead and gone. One excruciating, angry, painful, collective sigh. Why? Why? Somebody please tell us why. What had this brilliant, magnificent, articulate, God-fearing, Nobel Peace Prize-winning man done to deserve such a horrific fate? For he was larger than his own life. His mission and his destiny had been great. Chosen to heal the wounds of racism, hatred, and malicious discontent. Chosen to recreate a world the way God had truly meant. For God meant his world to be full of love, hope, and unspeakable joy for each and every individual man, woman, girl, and boy. A world full of peace and harmony where all had true self-autonomy. And you need to know we dream on as your legacy was handed down from generation to generation. Your legacy brought civility to a hostile and divided nation. Your legacy etched on the hearts of all humankind, and your legacy brought sight to those not literally, but figuratively blind. They were blind to the facts that all men were created free, and to be treated with respect, and to live equally, and not subjected to segregation, lynchings, cross burnings, imprisonment, murder, rape, aka good old boy Jim Crow, but liberated with the ability to simply just come and go, and not mandated to assemble in the rear of the bus, and not to be told, don't sit here, nigga, you can't sit here because you ain't one of us. And you need to know we dream on. Your legacy born on that dusty Selma, Alabama road. As you marched, arm in arm, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, heads held high, the seeds of democracy were quietly sowed. As you marched, arm in arm, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, heads held high, into a hornet's nest, a venomous snake pit of Ku Klux Klan mentality. Still, you marched, arm in arm, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, heads held high, protesting, not violent. Vicious dogs, hot lead bullets, bludgeoning police batons, nor pressurized firemen's water hose could quench this thirst for freedom, justice, democracy, dignity, equality, liberty, and so your story goes. And your legacy just grows and grows and grows and grows. And you need to know, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., that the first black president, President Barack Hussein Obama, said, yes, we can. The votes populi, the voice of the people spoke. Yes, we did. Yes, we still, and yes, we will continue to overcome and dream on. Thank you.
We're gonna take you on a little journey. How about this fabulous band? Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah. We're gonna take you on a little trip. You know they say a set would be a set if we didn't do a little blues. So here we go. Now if you ever plan to go to the west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on the place called 66. Now with the wine was come to LA, more than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on the place called 66. Whether we go to St. Louis, down in Missouri, Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't get Arizona, Texas, Arkansas, San Bernardino, won't you? It is loving time to check when we face that California trip. Get your kicks on the place called 66. Take it away, man. What up, my dear partner? Joe Dixon on the place called Tasty.
Over 10,000 bodies. But I was well trained for the job. I was well trained for the job. I know the culture. I know the history. I know the secret. This is a poem from 1926. Langston Hughes poem. The title poem from his first book, The Weary Blues. I like to read the polish now. Drumming the drowsy.
My name is Wisehead. I'm a military veteran and I am a nailhead. Did you know that in the county of Los Angeles at any given time, there are between 80 to 100,000 people just living on the streets? And that includes women, children, the elderly, and many of our military veterans who have served their country. Now, I'm a military veteran and I've served my country. I come from a family of military veterans. Out of a family of 7 boys and 2 girls, 6 of us served in the military and received honorable discharges. I want to take you on a journey through the dark, twisting alleyways of the mind. Forgotten thoughts of too many veterans left behind. Homeless and left in the streets that they helped protect. They risked their life looking out for you. Now you act like you don't know what to do. Homeless veterans living in the streets are streets that leads to nowhere. Do you really care? Like living on Skid Row. One thing for sure, Skid Row will let you know. Welcome to Skid Row. Central City East, a recovery zone, the center point of the homeless population in the county of Los Angeles. And don't think the homeless problem is just a Skid Row problem. There are homeless all over the county of Los Angeles. Now you don't see the nails that's embedded throughout the foundations and framework of the house. It's the same with those homeless that you don't see or hear about on the news. They escape your homeless count. These are the invisible homeless, the ones who live in their car or crash over to a friend's house. And sometimes they get sick and end up in the emergency room. And after a short stay without insurance, sometimes they get dumped on Skid Row. Now they dump us down here all the time on Skid Row. They dump us from prison. They dump us from the community, beat down by life, looking for the American dream that became a nightmare. They dump us from other cities looking for Hollywood and trying to be in anybody's show. But reality kicks in and you end up on Skid Row.
This poem deals with the subject of everyman Jack. Jumping jacks, cracker jacks, one-eyed jacks, lumberjacks, steeple jacks, now magic jack. But along came this jack from the far side of the tracks, crawling, slithering past security checks, a leader and perpetrator of terrorist attacks. Now this jack is on the loose running wild, hither, thither, hawking, stalking, unsuspecting prey, destructive ideologies, his forte, foreplay, making for a bad hair day. Now if you help me get him, hunt him down, and force him underground, I'll keep him in sight, and I'll make his life a miserable 24/7 nightmare. See, I had him once, but he got away. Disguised as a Jap tar sitting on the dock of the bay. This Jack is on the loose running wild, a murderous, psychopathic child, an egotistic monster with a jack-leg smile. He turned an inch into a mile. Now there's 3 Jacks, 4 Jacks, pickup Jacks. This Jack doesn't jaw jack, eat flapjacks or cracker jacks. Dance the ball and jack, drink apple jack, maybe every now and then a shot of jack as he plots his next attack. This jack, that jack. A radical, fanatical, maniacal jack, a crackpot jackass jack looking for a jackpot. He'll jack you up, jack you off, hijack, skyjack, carjack, bushwhack, straight jacket you. This jack is on the loose running wild. An anthrax atomic jack, a biological, chemical, electromagnetic jack, a plutonium, uranium, nuclear jack, homicidal, suicidal, genocidal jack, 5, 6, 7 jacks, pickup jacks. Now this Jack's a jackal with an international criminal jacket, a wily coyote jack, Tasmanian devil, bluebeard jack, the ripper joker jack. A jack lighter, jack a lantern, jack a knave, jack in the box, jack of all trades. Faster than a cheetah, sly as a fox. See, this jack is nimble, lightning quick, with an AK-47 jackknife within reach of his anxious fingertips, ready to shoot, stab, kill, then hop away like a jackrabbit on a pogo stick. Now this is no Jack and Jill, Jack Sprat nursery rhyme. No Jack Frost, Jack in the Beanstalk fairy tale. This Jack is on the loose, running wild and straight from hell, running around wrapped in a pea jacket, leather jacket, and a flak jacket in the house that Jack built. Now some of these Jacks will get away, while others are made to rue the day. Chased from their camouflaged hideaways, their chambered caves and catacombs. But one thing is certain, and it is a fact. The time is running out because it's inventory time. You've got to hit the road, Jack. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 Jacks. 5, 4, 3, 2 Jacks. Pick up Jacks.
altissimo music.
Langston Hughes. And who was Langston Hughes? Well, you think about that. Don't just read today's paper. Spend a little bit of time in the library. You know it. Droning the drowsy syncopated tune, rocking back and forth to a melody croon. I heard a Negro play last night down on Lenox Avenue by the pale dull pallor of an old gas lamp. He did a lazy sway. He did a lazy sway to the tune of the weary blues with his ebony hands on each ivory key. Made that poor piano moan with melody, old blues, swaying to and fro on his rickety stool. Made that poor piano moan with melody, old blues, and a deep song voice and a melancholy tone. I heard that Negro sing, heard that Negro sing, and that old piano moan. Ain't got nobody in this world. Ain't got nobody but myself. That's what Michelle said. Ain't got nobody but myself. I was gonna quit my frowning and put my troubles on the shelf. With his foot on the floor, he played a few chords and then he sang some more. I got the weary blues and I can't be satisfied. I got the weary blues and I can't be satisfied. I ain't happy no more. I ain't happy no more. And I wish that I had died. And far into the night, he crooned that tune. Far into the night, he crooned that tune. The stars went out and so did the moon. The singer stopped playing. The singer stopped playing. And he went to bed with those weary blues echoing through his head. You know, he slept like a rock. That's Black history. You know, he slept like a rock. Oh, man that's dead. Thank you, Sunji Ali.
nickel. The nickel. L.A. Mission. The nickel. The nickel. L.A. Mission. The nickel. Harbor Light. The nickel. Fred George. The nickel. Russell Tell. The nickel. Midnight Mission. The nickel. The Simone. The nickel. The Panama. The nickel. Sunji Ali. The nickel. The nickel.
I got 4 walls, a ceiling and a floor, a balcony that belongs only to me. I got a door that closes and shuts real tight, and locks and unlocks only when I turn the key. Used to be homeless, now I got a SRO. Single room occupancy is what it's called. Keeps the wind off my back, keeps me out of these streets. It also helps to keep me away from some of y'all, but I got to come up off the nickel. Cause Fifth and Main ain't no place to be. I got to come up off the nickel. Gotta shake the spot when the time is right. There's more left in life for you and me. Central City East is the new given name, while most of us just call it Skid Row, where lots of folks come downtown shopping, and some use what they came for before they go. But they've got help down here, they got churches and missions, if that kind of help is what you see. But be careful hanging around down here, cause days do turn into weeks, but I'm trying to come up off the nickel.
Please check out my 2 new books up on Amazon. The Charles Kipling National Theater Company is how to put together a national Black history theater company situated in 24 areas of the United States of America with a center point in the Mississippi Delta. And the other book is The Meme Factor, which discussed the secret identity of the descendants of the chattel slaves of America.